Hello and welcome to this YouTube tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to create a fake HDR image using Photoshop CS4. Unfortunately, I don't think you can do this with versions of Photoshop that are before CS4. So yeah, if you're on CS3 or below, this is probably not for you. If I do find a way to do it, I will post another video. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this Photoshop tutorial. Right, okay, so today we're going to be working with this image of a forest, and the first thing I've done is I've duplicated the background because we want we want it to be away from the background. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Image, up here, Adjustments. From here we're going to go to Shadows and Highlights. Okay, you want to make sure that this is ticked. So unticked, it looks like this. Ticked looks like this. It's bigger, and big is better. So that was drummed into me in economics. Okay, so first under the shadows here, this box here, we're going to change the amount to 100, and we're going to use a tonal width, and we're going to bump that up just a fraction, and we're going to take the radius down just a bit. So I'm going to go for 100, 56, 25. Next up, we're going to go to the highlights, and with this, we're going to put our highlights to 25%. It's always a good number. In fact, I think I prefer 27. 27 is going to be better for this one. We're going to put our tonal width, and we're going to keep it at 50, and we're going to take our radius and keep it at 50. Okay, 30 even. We want 27, 50, 30. Now that we've done that, we're going to press OK. Yep, and that's giving us a weird looking image, but it will get better. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this like that, and now we've got two of them, and we're going to rename this one high pass. And the reason why we're naming this high pass is because when we go to filter other, we're going to select high pass, and well, yeah, that's just to keep everything in order, just to remember what it looks like, and well, yeah, keep it together. And we're going to mess about with this, but I know for this image 8 pixels is good, and if you're doing this at home, then I suggest you use 8 pixels at first, and then afterwards, if you redo it, play about with it and see what different results you get, because this will change it ever so slightly. But right, now that that's done, we're going to press OK. We've done that, and we're going to change the blending option to overlay. So that's giving us a nice funky new kind of look to it. Blurred, sharp, blurred, sharp. Right, next, God, this takes it takes a while at the beginning, but promise you it's worth it. We're going to select these two. We're going to press Alt, Layers, Merge Layers. Okay. Now that Alt and Merge Layers keeps our two layers here the same, but gives us a high pass merged layer, and this is essentially what we see. We want a flattened image essentially, so we can work on that and use that to make our picture look decent. Right, so we're gonna give this a little vignette. I think that's how you pronounce it. Vignette, and we're gonna go to with this one. We're gonna go to filter, distort, lens correction. Now this lens correction is great when you've got wonky buildings and whatnot, but it also gives you this option here, vignette. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, can you tell me how to say it so I don't embarrass myself again? And we're going to take the amount down to 70. That gives us a small, subtle, darkened area around the outside, and we're going to just move this up to 60. I'm going to press OK. And well, that looks good. Now you can use, yeah, that looks good. That gives us, it's very subtle, but just draws your eye into the picture more so. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go to this button here. It's going to give us a mask tool, but we're going to use it to add a vibrance layer. And with this, we're going to change the vibrancy to about 50. And we're going to change the saturation. Oh, we're going to put this to 24. 24 looks good. Really does bring out the colors of the rocks. I'm pointing to the screen. I know you can't see me point, so I'm going to use my mouse. And hang on. If I use a bigger mouse, you can see what I'm actually pointing to. So it gives that, you know, it just adds vibrance to these greens and whatnot. So that's good. Just a point to make: if you're using a version of Photoshop that is before this, so before CS4, you won't have that option. Well, you won't have the option to do what I've just done. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure if there's any other way to do it. But if you know, you might want to help someone out and tell them in the comments below. Right, okay, then we're going to set this blend mode to overlay. And look at that, that's really brought the image out. That's really started to take the colors in, take the colors out, and I think that looks, that's starting to become a very nice HDR image. And so next we are, I don't know, I think this yellow here is a bit too much. So I'm going to go to use saturation here. I'm going to click yellows, and we're going to take saturation down to about, can you see the difference here? It just brings it down a little to about -12, and I think that looks quite good actually. I don't know, let's mess about with the greens, see if we can see what happens if we pull that down. No, I don't want to pull that down. No, I quite like that green being as it is, as it were. And I like my image like this. I'm going to you know, I don't want to mess about with it too much, but I'm just going to give you the simple HDR image. We're getting to near the end, and what I like to do is I like to duplicate this high pass merged layer, bring this to the top. That looks pretty rubbish at the moment, but if we use the blending option vivid light, that brings out the color, brings out everything. It just makes that image. So you know, it looks a bit blurry when it's small. This is 100%, and you can see, oh, look at that color, and that looks that is rich color. That is really what an HDR image is. I like that. Well, if you like it, tell me. I quickly like to say that this is not my image. I found this on the Google, and so I claim no rights to this image. I don't know. Do I think I want? No, I want this to be 100% opacity. So that's my image. Thank you for watching this YouTube tutorial. Rate, comment, and subscribe.